All right, welcome to episode 14. I'm going to get into a nice interview with Tobias Moriarty quite soon. But I wanted to talk to you about the episode before we go into it. You know, today's January 4th. Today's January 7th. See, I can't even think today because yesterday was such a devastating day. Can't really bring myself to, like what to think about how awful of a person Trump is, but, I get into that in this episode as well. I wasn't even gonna post the whole thing. I was gonna chop it up, but you know what? It's too real. It's good. It's raw. It's Toby and I having fun and trying to, do an episode together, and I liked it a lot. All right, enjoy.
Is that Danny?
That's me.
Hang on one sec. I just wanted to put headphones in so I don't have to hold my phone to my ear.
Oh, yeah. Did you put pants on too?
No, I'm butt naked.
Actually butt naked or like kind of butt naked?
You're spoiling it, Dan. Leave something to the imagination.
Yeah. Well, anyways, welcome back to the show.
Well, thanks for allowing me back after you unceremoniously kicking me out.
No, maybe you shouldn't move away.
You told me to leave.
I did not tell you to. Well,
you kicked me off the show and said get out of town and don't come back. So I did.
Get out of town. I don't need you around here no more.
Wow, that's like word for word.
I was pretty close. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Are you drinking a beer or a beverage of any sort?
I just mixed up a protein shake because I just finished working out, like I was telling you.
Oh yeah, so you're still working out a bunch?
Yeah. I was going to the gym till they locked shit back down, but so now I'm just back to trying to figure out how to work out at home.
Yeah, so it's locked down there, but that's it.
Yeah, it's just the same lockdown as the rest of the province,
Yeah, because I heard Quebec is starting a curfew on Saturday.
I heard there was going to be an announcement about that, but I haven't looked it up what the announcement was yet.
Yeah, it says starts on Saturday.
What time is the curfew? Like, I'm pretty curious about this whole concept of a curfew and like what kind of difference that would make.
I don't think it really makes that much of a difference, to be honest.
I kind of get the impression like it's just so that they can actually prosecute people who aren't staying at home. There's actually a law that you're breaking. And there's no excuse, and they can arrest you. Like just to kind of make a like to scare people into doing like setting an example by somebody getting caught out past curfew, putting them in jail for a day or something.
Well, it says a $6,000 fine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's like literally everything in my bank account.
Yeah, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
8 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, this time of year that wouldn't personally affect me. Like, it's dark at like 4:30, so like I come home from work and I stay in the house.
Yeah, that's what I do. I haven't been working, but
Well, I'm lucky with the glass studio. Like, I'm the only person in there, and we're just not opening like the storefront, right? Because like obviously that's not allowed to be open. Mm-hmm. But like the studio part it's literally just me in there alone, and I just go in and make inventory for 8 hours and go home. So
yeah, what are you making right now? Like what's
this week? I'm making like wine glasses, like stemless wine glasses. Mm-hmm. I got probably about 200 of them to make.
Like the bulb bottom thing.
Yeah, like your typical like
you mean
stemless wine glass. You'd get it in like a lot of restaurants serve them in now rather than like
I'm actually drinking out of one right now.
So you have one of my own pieces, right? The ones I make in this studio are a little bit bigger and a different like pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you combine the pattern with your boss, right?
Yeah, they just, it's a very simple pattern of like spotted color on the bottom with a little twist in it. And there's like 17 different combinations of colors, which is a little ridiculous.
17 combinations?
Yes. So that's where the 200 pieces come in. I'm literally just making like a dozen of every pattern. So we have them all represented in the gallery when we open back up.
Right.
But that's 204 pieces or something, right?
Right. And then what does that mean? Like you have to get an order in the end and then that's when you make more?
Yeah. So like those would be available for sale, like out of the shop. And if people like ordered online, we would pick them out of the shop ideally. And I would just keep like topping up the inventory.
Right.
So we sold off most of the inventory like leading up to Christmas, right? Like kind of the idea with the year end is to just kind of get rid of as much as you possibly can, and then like freshen it all back up. Well, we would normally be closed for most of January anyways because it's not busy. So
so
like this is kind of like a regular sort of thing for this business. Like it hasn't really changed our plans at all yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they keep the storefront closed for like February, March, then like we're gonna have to start rejigging things and focusing more on like selling online and stuff, you know?
Well, we'll talk about the shop. What's it called?
Gray Art Glass.
Gray Art Glass. And you are located in?
Merrickville, Ontario. It's near Ottawa.
There you go.
A little tiny town.
So for whoever is listening, at least they know where to go if they want Toby Moriarty specific glasses.
Yeah, well, I mean, they will be made by me, but they're the Gray Art Glass designs and whatnot. But I do make them.
Yeah, which is great. It's incredible.
Yeah, we sell a whiskey glass now that I designed for the shop, kind of like the ones that I gave to you, but a little bit more kind of rustic. Like I still do like the dipped bottom, but like it's a bit more chunky and organic looking. Like mostly so that I can make them more quickly.
Yeah.
But also there's like people kind of like it. Like it's a little funkier and they took off. We've sold hundreds of them since we started making them in like October.
Well, the dipped glass is like the perfect measure for like 2 ounces of booze.
Yeah, that's kind of the size I was going for with like especially with the ones I was making, which are slightly larger than the ones I make now.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, you know, comfy in the hand. Good, but got a nice weight and, you know, fits a couple ice cubes and a couple ounces of whiskey. All you really need.
Yeah, I do like the weight of it because if there wasn't much weight to it, then I'd probably end up dropping it somehow.
Yeah, and like, you know, I like that really thick, heavy bottom. Like you could drop a big chunky ice cube in there and you don't have to worry, you know, like that's not going anywhere. You can smash that thing down on the counter when you're drunk and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Oh yeah. Whew. I do have some good news for us.
Oh, what's going on?
Unfortunately, I can't give you one right now, but we'll be getting comped beer from Nickelbrook.
Oh yeah?
For the podcasts, yeah.
Oh, you finally got in touch with John?
Well, it's a different person that I got into contact with. Her name is Jen. So shout out to Jen.
Okay.
But yeah, no, she's like, they're all down. Like, hey, like I don't think they're going to give us any clothing or anything, but a couple free beers to talk about on the podcast and say, we're actually affiliated with Nickelbrook now.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's some big news.
Yeah, that's great for.
Well, like hopefully, like if we're not still in lockdown in February, I'm gonna come down and see my family for my birthday, and we could drink some of those beers and talk about them.
Oh yeah. I would like that.
We'll have to see what where things are at, right? But
yeah,
hopefully.
they have so many new beers now. Like there was like a handful of them before, but now I walk in there and I swear they've probably got like 20 different choices.
they've come a long way. Like over the past like 10 years, they do a lot more beers, a lot more funky sort of flavors and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I went there to their little restaurant like last December, like 2019, and there was tons of beers. Like I feel like they had like 20 taps, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but now there's more even. Like they dry hopped lager, and then they tried to put some lime in it too. It was good. But
Well, those are popular, those lime beers. I mean, it's not something I go for, but they are super popular.
oh, I liked it. They made it with
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're a big Bud Light lime guy. You would definitely go
but
for
no,
that, right?
no. But this lager was different. They made it with papaya.
Oh, now that sounds pretty interesting. Like, I would definitely try that out.
It was very interesting. And then the lime wasn't like a significant part of it. It was just like a little bit to it, you know.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that sounds like there's something going on there.
And have you tried?
I mean, I'll give almost any beer a chance, you know.
Yeah. I haven't met a beer I didn't like. Have you heard of the beer Zap?
Zap?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's a IPA sour, and it tastes like champagne.
Interesting.
It's very good, but then they came out with a new flavor this year with blackcurrant in it. Ooh.
Ooh, I love currant.
Me too.
Such a good flavor.
It's definitely on the top of my list now.
All right, I'll check those out.
It's also a great.
I recently had
beer.
some beers at over Christmas that my boss brought. I can't remember the breweries right now. They're just like some small like Ottawa area breweries. Mm-hmm. There were some pretty good brews there, man. I'll have to go look at those empties and see what they were.
Yeah,
it's cool. Like there's so many little brewers all around now. There's so many different beers that you can get all the time.
Yeah, no, it's great. I was just at the LC yesterday, and I'm looking at all these beers, and I'm like, ooh, chocolate milkshake, like.
Oh yeah,
you know, stuff.
I know. I got to avoid like going into those like little beer fridges where they got all the cool stuff, because it just all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, I could spend like $50 on beer. You know?
Oh yeah. Luckily I had a gift card yesterday. I still have like $25 on it too.
Oh yeah, that's one good gift for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I cut back on drinking recently too. So.
Yeah, I'm not drinking a lot right now. Like, was drinking a lot during like the first lockdown, and you know, working at the beer store all summer. I was like, hey, you know, I think I need to like ease off on this. Like, try to not be drinking much through the fall and the winter.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, I'll just get right back into it when it gets hot outside, and I'll be like, there's no chance I'm working in a glass studio all day in the heat, going back out into the heat and not drinking some beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like it's just inevitable. After about April, it's like you're having a beer every day.
Oh yeah, for sure, and well deserved as well. So.
Yeah. So what else is new? You and Tosh got that other podcast going, right?
Oh yeah, hashtag Dick Smoothie with Daniel and Tosh.
Yeah, time for some shameless plug.
Also, if you put our first names together, it's Daniel Tosh. and that means if you add 23 to that equation, the answer is 42.
Well, I mean, clearly the answer to life, universe, and everything.
Yeah, it is 42.
Yeah,
I've been getting a lot of 42s.
You need to bring meaning to your life. Make sure you listen to some Dick Smoothie.
And I'm pretty sure that Tosh has been hustling me in darts. Like we've been keeping track of our games, and she's just annihilating me. Like I've never seen someone like in her like pretty much her final round in the game where she's not doing any math and she just throws it at the board and perfectly gets the amount that she needed to close off.
So let's explain this game, like
darts.
Because I mean, obviously, I know what you're talking about, but maybe the listeners don't.
Oh well, you start at 301 and you count down all the way. But like, I don't know. I can't. She kicks my ass. I don't know. And then I go to sleep butt hurt every night. Like I'm such a sore loser, bro.
Hard not to be, right?
Yeah, well, especially if it's every single fucking night. But at least we'll be able to go to a bar and hustle somebody.
Right? Yeah. Be like a pool shark almost.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, you don't lose your hand like in Kingpin though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, that show you recommended to me, The Leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been binging that the past 3 days. I'm almost done season 1.
You're gonna love season 2.
Oh yeah,
You're
kind of hard to believe it gets better. It's off to a good start already.
It gets better and better. And
awesome.
what's amazing is that, I think it's Damon Lindelof is the original author of it, I believe. Like it was a book,
I would honestly have no idea. I haven't looked into that at all.
No, I know the answer. But anyways, so it started off as a book, and I've been trying to read it, but I fall asleep very easily when
Reading can be like that, you know. You get into a comfy position and you get relaxed and start like staring at that tiny print.
Oh, excuse
right
me.
off.
It's Tom Perotta's novel, but Damon Lindelof and him both write the TV show. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, is the TV show as good as the book?" Well, what I'm going to say is the book's going to be completely different than the TV show because he's also writing it. You know, he's writing it as well. Right? So it's a whole different aspect into this world now that he can show it visually.
Yeah, like he can show you a different point of view of like the story, but stay true to the concept of the story at the same time, right?
Oh my God. And you know what? I think he passed away today. No, yesterday.
Whoa, no.
He passed away yesterday. Oh, rest in
that's
peace.
tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking Tom
That's
Perotta.
horrible.
Yeah, but I mean that just gives, you know what? I've been seeing people write about like articles on it recently. And the existentialism and the whole like power plays and the cults and
existentialism, like that's a good word for it. That's like definitely the whole theme of the show, you know.
You never know what's gonna happen. Like, is anything real? Like, is anything real?
Yeah, that's starting to be coming up more and more. Like, you know, I just watched that episode where the woman kills herself, right? You who I mean, right?
Yeah.
And that was like a total mindfuck. Like.
Oh, it's so graphic too.
Yeah, very graphic.
Plus, you're so invested in her as well.
She's a very interesting character, you know. And then, like, you know, I'm on the next episode of after that, and you're seeing the backstory of people, right? So it's pretty interesting to see who she was going into all these events and how she's completely different.
You're gonna experience the second season, and you're probably gonna laugh a little bit because it's kind of funny. I can't ruin it for you because it's.
Well, I doubt I'll be on it today because still got at least an episode and a half to go season 1, but I'll be on it this week.
And I love that it's Justin Theroux. Like he actually was an underrated actor. But want to know? Okay, so
the main, like the lead actor.
Yeah, and want to know what else he starred in recently as a TV show from Netflix that I'm
pretty
no
curious
idea
because I don't recognize him from anything I've.
So this is gonna blow your mind. Okay,
what's that?
I'm gonna find a picture of him, and I'll end up posting this on the video too. No, we're not making a video. Never mind. Okay, Justin, he's okay. So it is gonna blow your mind because you've seen this show, you've loved this show, but you had no idea this was him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm gonna send you a picture here in a second because you have to see it to believe it.
Okay. All right. I'm done. Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Well, that was a bad picture. Trying to find a good one here. Screenshotted. And trying to send here. It's not letting me send you a picture through text message. That's weird. Okay, I sent it through Facebook.
Oh, yeah, it just came in. Wait, what?
Yeah, he was the bad guy. He was like the doctor in Maniac.
In Maniac. Oh my God. Yeah. He doesn't look at all the same, you know, like the haircut and everything.
Plus he's like kind of, he's not chubby in it, but the outfits he has to wear.
He's in way better shape in The Leftovers. Like
no. I think
the sheriff character is fucking ripped, right?
Oh man, yeah. His transition of facial hair in this show as well is unbelievable. Also, the third season, I feel like the third season is more about Nora. And
Nora's a really interesting character.
Oh, it's just the whole thing is so good. If anyone that listens to this has not seen The Leftovers, I would hope you do listen to me. I've actually purchased.
Yeah, highly recommend. Very cool.
I purchased it all. I had to buy it. It's one of my favorite TV shows. I've already seen it all through 3 times.
So, one of my favorite TV shows in the past few years is The Expanse. Have I made you watch that yet?
Yeah, I'm caught up too. You're the one that made me watch it, actually.
Have you seen this year's season, or like, you know, from like this?
That's what I said. I'm caught up so far.
Oh, it's amazingly good, eh? I think I have an episode to watch from this week.
You know that? Yeah. I came out on Tuesday.
Oh, I'm an episode behind then. Oh man, I'll be watching that right after.
They're still going to Baltimore. You know they already shot the
Baltimore was pretty interesting.
But they've already shot the 6th season. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
So,
but I imagine there's a lot of work that goes into the editing.
Oh my! But making all the editing.
Space scenes seem realistic. You know,
it's not just the editing. Okay, so this shot. So I was on Instagram and they posted a shot of it, and it's what's that guy's name? The hunky guy, fucking
famous.
Yeah, he
or Timothy, as we have now found out.
Yes, Timothy. He's in Baltimore in the 6th season apparently, and the camera, okay, think of one of those big ass like cranes that build buildings, right?
Yeah.
Think of that with the camera all the way up to the very, very top, and this is like an establishing shot at start, and so it starts recording.
Oh yeah, that big zoom in on where you see like the whole city.
Yeah, but it's not a zoom in. It's the camera actually being lowered down with the crane all the way down to the ground. And then another camera operator grabs it and starts walking backwards with it.
Oh, super neat. Because that shot was really an interesting shot.
Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah. And it's like almost make you feel like you're about to get motion sick with the way that frame is moving. Yeah, you're trying to pick out one person in that huge crowd of people walking around the street.
Yeah, but it's him right in the middle.
Yeah, and it's just obviously like very excellently orchestrated.
Oh man, like it's just beautiful, and it's great that they haven't let down on anything. And I also like.
No, I think it's great. Like the camera work is awesome. Like all their like effects of being in like zero gravity and things like that are always really interesting. It doesn't feel like hokey or anything.
Exactly.
You know, and the writing really keeps you guessing and keeps things really interesting. Like from where they were in season 1 to where they are now, like you would never have guessed that series of events. You would like, I don't know who even managed to dream this up and write a series about it, because it's just so out there.
It's so out there. It's so new and impressive. Also, I love the new season's storyline where it's everyone has a separate one. They're not together in it.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's very interesting in that sense, and like you're really seeing like the darker side of their societies, and like, you know, how like everything is much worse and more dystopian than you had thought it was at the start.
Yeah. I'm you know what? I love it. And again, you know, we don't even get sponsored by these people to say this shit.
Right?
So you know it's good.
Genuinely fanning out over here. Like,
yeah. So
it's like right up there. Possibly my favorite show I've ever watched. Like it just like it keeps me wanting more content constantly.
And to kind of sum it up, all I was going to say is, to sum up this part, is The Expanse is on Prime. It is so fucking good. It's a Prime original. There is almost a complete 5 seasons, which is insane. Yeah. An hour long per episode, and it doesn't feel like an hour.
Oh no! It's always like an episode is not enough. Like
the most recent episode felt like maybe 25 minutes to me.
Yeah, I'm always so sad when they like that was it. Like I need so much more.
Oh, and it's just such a god. You're in for a good episode. And then also
I'm pretty excited. I got 10 minutes to finish the episode of Leftovers I'm watching, and then I'm going straight to The Expanse.
Yeah. So and then, if anyone wants to watch The Leftovers, they have to go to Crave because it's an HBO show, or they can just buy it like me on Apple because you won't regret it.
Yeah. They can be like me and subscribe to a shameful amount of streaming services.
Yeah, I'm pretty shamed on how much and Netflix is upping their
talk to people about all the stuff I watch, and they're like, it's like on like 6 different platforms. Like, what is wrong with you?
Well, Netflix is upping their price in February, eh?
Oh, what's it going up to?
Well, I pay for the premium, so it's going up to $18.99.
Starting to get up there.
Yeah, it is. I think I'm gonna have to start splitting the bill with somebody.
A lot of them are not cheap, you know. I like how Disney gave you the option to just pay for the year, you know. Mm-hmm. Because at that point, it's much more affordable when they give you like a 50% discount by the year.
It's true.
Yeah.
But so what I want to move on to, though, Toby, is that we don't usually get to do this on Flannel and have like a world fucking moment to talk about because it only happened yesterday. But
yeah, I mean, what was the timing of that? Eh? But,
I'm just I just think I think it's disappointing in like every aspect of the word democracy.
I mean, yeah, it is incredibly disappointing that, you know, a country that's supposed to represent like what democracy is doing this. But I also feel like this or something like this was pretty obviously going to happen. Like, I mean, he's been riling these people up and you know, pouring fuel on this fire since before the election even happened. He's saying this was going to be fraudulent like 6-8 months ago. Like, you know, he's orchestrated this. Maybe not specifically this event, but he's been orchestrating this kind of like he's deterioration of their democracy for a while.
He's a literal psychopath.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
So he's okay. So he's a psychopath, but he's also a sociopath because he loves being in the spotlight, right? But
yeah, the like he wins because everybody's talking about him, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we're still gonna be talking about him once he gets taken to fucking jail.
I really hope he does, man. Like,
I don't see how he can't.
Well, I mean, like the Republicans and like the GOP and stuff are trying to take away whatever power he still has for the remainder of his term. I mean,
yeah, the 25th Amendment or some shit.
Yeah,
but essentially,
it'd be the first time somebody's invoked that, right?
He goes, "We're making America great again," and all of the United States, other than like his people, are like, "No, everyone in government, for the most part, you already dissuaded because of your fucking like what you're doing." Like he's so back and forth. He's like bipolar.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense the way that he acts and the way that he talks. Like I can't barely make heads or tails out of his speeches. Like
so in
it's just rambling, ranting lunacy.
2018, he lost the House, right? So the Democrats had majority of the House, and yesterday he lost the majority of the Senate. That's just proof that people don't believe in him.
Yeah, well, they're even on the Senate now, right? It's split down the middle. So
no, they're even.
Kamala Harris
gets
the deciding vote.
Well,
right.
We all know who she's
that means
gonna.
They will win.
Yeah.
Like almost guaranteed. Like somebody would have to cross the aisle for them to lose, right?
Yeah.
But I
don't see that.
Yeah, that's a huge turnaround, you know.
And like, in the fullest extent, I think that Trump should be in Guantanamo. I feel like he was the greatest terrorist.
The news networks and stuff are calling it terrorism, and I think that's true.
It's the greatest form of terrorism, and he did it to his own nation. He doesn't care about anything but himself.
If countries like in like the Middle East or something had that happen, like an armed coup against their elected officials, then America would be sticking their nose right in there and stomping all over it, and calling it calling it all terrorism and a coup, and flexing their military power.
Yeah, but they have no power now. They're like powerless. He's made it the weakest country in the world. Like even Canada's like,
yeah, well, other countries don't give a shit what they have to say anymore, because it's just being an absolute joke for the past 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. It actually has been a joke where even Canada now, we're like, we have nothing to say. We look better than you.
Yeah, right. I mean, we do a lot of stupid things too, but like nothing compared to that moron.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, no one's gonna take him seriously. He's gonna get locked up. I haven't even heard anything about Rudy Giuliani recently because I feel like he's either dead or.
Well, he was a big part of the thing yesterday, right? Him, Trump, and Trump's son were all part of that rally inciting what happened.
I didn't watch I didn't see Rudy Giuliani. I was skipping through it a lot.
I heard about it on the news. Like he was talking to, and they were talking about like taking things by force or something. I mean, I'm not quote, but they were saying like a lot of inflammatory things, and like really like the three of them are being singled out for inciting all the violence.
Oh yeah, I watched the Trump part. It was the.
Have you heard that Facebook has now banned Trump indefinitely, and at the minimum until the transfer is complete? But they're saying like because he's using their platform to incite violence and an insurrection of a democratically elected official. So they're banning him like full out, and I think Twitter's going to follow suit. But they already banned him for a day yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like they've already should have done that. Because he's insane, and he's using an entire country to do his dirty work.
Oh yeah, it's really sad, because there's a lot of great people and great stuff in America, and their whole country's getting this really nasty rap because there's a portion of the population that's being rallied up and misled by this insane person who should never have been in power. Like, who elects a reality TV star to run a country? Like that the fact that is just a thing that happened. It's just insane. Like, I feel like I got hit by a car and I've just been in a coma for the past 4 years and dreamt this shit up because it's just nuts.
I know, and I'm okay. All I can say now is that I'm glad that the Senate ended, or the Congress went back yesterday, right?
Yeah, they
And
went back and they affirmed Joe Biden's victory.
I was like, because everyone's like, oh no, when are they gonna do it again? And they're like, we're getting this done tonight because we can't handle this anymore.
Yeah, they said they announced like almost right away that as soon as it was safe for them to reconvene, that they would, and that they were going to confirm Joe Biden.
Oh yeah, like
I think it was like the vote went like 92-7 or something like that.
yeah, and also like, hey, like the Electoral College, if anything, after yesterday, they're like, can I switch my vote? You know? Like
Yeah,
even Republicans are like, this isn't what I wanted. You know, like
well, yeah, even Pence was like, stop backing Trump, and apparently, like Trump refused to order in the National Guard. It came down to Pence being like, no, like they're going in and ending this.
yeah, and then Trump took credit for it too.
Yeah, no doubt, and take credit for anything he can.
Yeah.
I just watched like there's going to be all this fallout of all of this and all the fallout of Corona over the next year or two, and him and his people are going to try and blame Biden for all of it. They're going to try and blame him for all of the coronavirus deaths, even though it's entirely Trump's fault, and they're going to try and blame the Democrats for everything, just like when Obama got elected after the 2008 financial crisis, and they tried to blame him for how bad the economy was.
Yeah,
it's like he's the only reason you guys didn't just fucking fail.
So Tosh works in financial stuff. She's a financial advisor.
Yeah.
So she buys and sells trades all day. So she's like, the markets are great today. Like they're doing better than yesterday. So it just shows that.
Yeah, because of Biden's confirmation.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It just
and
shows
every time it goes in Biden's favor over Trump, the market like rebounds.
Yeah. So like it doesn't matter who's like it can be Biden because people are going to feel more safe with him right now.
Oh yeah, and I mean like obviously, he's gonna do what he can to fix all these problems that Trump created, but definitely Trump and his people, Republicans, are going to try and spin it and make it sound like, it's everything that happens in the next like 12 months is Biden's fault and he caused it. It was like when they took pictures of burning cities during the protests in the summer and said that that's Biden's America. It was like, but this is currently Trump's America.
Yeah. Exactly. So he's yeah. I feel like I thought he was. I actually thought he was gonna flee yesterday.
Yeah, well, who knows, right?
Well, I thought he was gonna flee the country yesterday because he's like, okay, great, got all the protesters distracting everything. So he like.
But I think at this point, like fleeing is as good as conceding, and he is too self-absorbed to concede. Like he's like kind of like cutting off your nose to spite your face. If he'll stay there and he will burn himself to the ground rather than admitting that he's lost.
He's the biggest loser in the world right now.
Absolutely.
Like I hate losing, but like I still lost. Like
that's democracy. Like if you're a person who actually cared about the Constitution and upholding it, like you would concede your loss and you would move on and you would help the new president be able to run the country as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, I mean, as much as it sucks, you lost.
Yeah, that's the game. You lost, and now you help the next guy do what he needs to do. Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy fucking time to be alive, though.
Yeah, and like the shitty thing is like Canada depends on the United States in a weird sense.
Well, they're like our only neighbor. It's hard not to, have close ties with them.
Yeah, we have really close ties with them. We do so much trading with them. If we were independent of them, like, shit would suck for us. So we have to be good with them. And there is a lot of good people that live in the United States as well. But yeah, you're right. You said that. It's a good point.
Yeah. I think most Americans are good people. And for the most part, the country is a great country.
Yeah, but, and I bet you, no matter what, if you were a Republican yesterday, they probably felt defeated. They were like, we don't want this. Like, it's just one man driving people insane.
Yeah, but I mean, it does really, show you that there's an alarming amount of people who support these ideas,
Yeah, the guy that was in Nancy Pelosi's office.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I think I've seen photos of it, yeah.
Yeah, so he went to Twitter today and he's like, I'm ready to die a violent death. So he's going out with a bang.
That is blatant terrorism.
I know, it is blatant terrorism. Like, he's like, he needs to be arrested, but he's not going to be arrested. He's going to just kill as many people as he can.
Yeah, and sadly, it's going to take events like that for this to actually, be stopped, for the proper authorities to come in and take the actions that need to be taken.
Yeah.
Well, they should be preemptively stopping these people. He pretty much announced that he was going to take, enact some form of terrorism. If he was a Muslim person who said that about attacking politicians, that they would be kicking down his door and shooting him in the face.
Yeah. If it was any other race.
Okay.
And like 4 people died yesterday.
Well, luckily it's such a small number. I feel like that could have gotten much worse.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Yeah.
I pretty much watched it all day. Not going to lie.
I drifted in and out. I wasn't aware of it until about like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
At which case, like, a lot of it had already happened, or
I was watching most of it live, and like I was on phone calls all day yesterday. And you know what? CRA sucks sometimes, most of the time.
Oh yeah, bureaucracy, man.
Oh man, holy shit!
The worst invention of mankind.
Did you? Okay, they owed me my tax refund from last year still, and
your 2019 return.
Yeah, and I realized that, and I've been trying to get a hold of them for the past month, and I finally started getting through to them. Because, you go through, I hated it. Okay, so every time you call, you go through the automated thing. You have to go through like 2 different menus. Then you have to put in your social. You have to put in your birthday. You have to put in line your income for the year. And you're like, okay. And then you get transferred to another audio message that says, oh yeah, we'll patch you through to someone soon. Would you take a survey? And I'm like, no, because I don't want to be extremely rude to somebody. And then,
yeah, right.
And then
so you've just spent the past hour pissing me off on hold. You want to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, I know. So, but still, this is still the first menu when you call, and then it goes, sorry, but all of our agents are busy and our queues are full. Call back later. And it just hangs up on you.
Oh man, that'd be so aggravating.
I had to do that for a month. And then yesterday I got through to them and they were like, it says that we issued it on May 1st. And I'm like, no, it says that there's a notice of assessment on May 1st. which is weird because I did my taxes in March. But anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because typically the notice of assessment means it's done and that the money's on the way.
Correct. But it still said that they owed me this credit. And I was like, okay, well, obviously it hasn't come. And I don't have any records of it. So they're like, yeah, just call your bank. They can track it. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm looking at my bank statement right now and you're the government. It's your money. Why would
they may have sent it to like the wrong account because I asked my mom, she's supposed to get a really large return this year.
Wait.
And
but I've been getting my GST, HST checks through direct deposit and it's been fine.
Weird. I mean, that is weird. But like my mom's was for some reason sent to an account that she used to use that no longer exists. So the money was just sitting in some sort of like purgatory.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, like they told me to call the bank. So after finally getting through to them yesterday, after calling all week again, finally getting through to someone after an hour and a half on hold, they told me to call my bank and I called the bank and the bank's like, what do you mean? Like, if the government sent us money, we don't bounce that. That's the government. It's like, she like,
oh, what a headache, eh?
So today I purposely woke up early so I could call the bank and then be on time for this.
Mm-hmm.
Or not the bank, the CRA.
Well, you didn't have to rush for this, man. I mean, this is my day off. We could have, like I said, we could push it back. I wouldn't make a big deal out of it.
I know, but if I didn't wake up early, like the call wouldn't have went through until later tonight, you know.
Oh, well, that's also fair.
Yeah. You know? Tosh woke me up with coffee, so it was good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I'm writing a script.
Ooh, okay. Tell me about it.
We might have to cast you in it. It's gonna be a new Friday the 13th with Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to do things like that? That sounds like some copyright going on there.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll get the rights afterwards.
we got to write the ads for our new H2 Woke.
Oh yeah, I know H2 Woke. Okay, so what is H2 Woke? It is an idea. It's a vision. It's when you drink it, you can see things that you haven't seen before. like you know,
it's
racism.
Clarity in a bottle.
Yeah, like racism and white nationalism. You will be able to see that even if it is you yourself that is the white nationalist.
Time to get H2 woke.
Yeah, exactly. You need to be able to see clearer now, okay, boys and girls, and aliens and them, they, their, he/she.
If and ors.
Yes. Buy it, drink it. H2 Woke. I do think that's a great type like name, but I actually haven't searched it up to see if anyone's taken it yet.
Okay, well maybe we should look into that. That would be fair.
Oh.
Did you just Google it?
Yep.
And not good?
Well, hold on. There's a blog. And then there's H2 Woke trademark. No statement of use. Oh, it's not in use apparently.
All right, perfect.
I think that's great. It's like, as long as it's, because like it's a personal blog for some kid or something. but
yeah, well, that's not gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
It's not like we're like actually making a product to sell. It's gonna be a for fun sort of thing. I figured.
Yeah, I mean, like pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make seltzer, and and fucking spice it up with some juices.
Well, there you go. And then we'll be H2 woke.
Mm-hmm. An idea and a half. What should our slogan be?
The time has come to get H2 woke.
I mean, it works. It's very good. It's like, I don't know. I think we can do better than that. I have no ideas. I don't have anything written down. So
it's time to stop being asleep at the wheel. Get yourself a bottle of H2 woke.
Yeah. And the wheel is a metaphorical wheel of, I don't know, all the current world issues.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ow. Don't hit your head on the microphone. Don't do that.
I'll write that down.
Okay. So I don't even remember what I was going to talk to you about today.
Are we running out of topics?
No. Oh, I lost my chin.
You what?
I lost my chin.
You lost your chin.
Yeah, I lost it.
I didn't think you had a chin to begin with.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. So, like, you know, when I have a beard, it looks like I have a chin.
Oh, did you shave?
Yeah. Into a mustache.
Oh, the mustache is really going to make it look like you don't have a chin. It's just going to make your lip look really big.
Yeah, my lip looks huge.
Yeah.
It's because I'm going to be doing an episode of #DickSmoothie on the weekend. And it's going to be episode 5. And we've already, like, in the past 2 months, it's only 2 months old and we've already hit 330 listens.
Yeah, well, that sounds pretty good, man.
Well, that's fantastic.
But yeah, I wouldn't get too caught up worrying about how many listens you got. Just, make the content you want to make and enjoy it and do it well. And people will find out about it eventually.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, the content that we're going to be doing, we're going to do like a milk tasting thing. So I'm going to get a milk mustache.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to talk about a serial killer with a mustache.
All right.
Yeah, we're actually going to have a nice lady of her name is Nancy Manning. She actually has her own podcast as well, so she's going to be on it too.
All right, on. What's her podcast about?
I don't know. You gotta listen to it. You still have to listen.
Maybe you should before she comes and visits your podcast.
It's more for her and Tosh, because they like talking about serial killers, and I'll be like, oh, so this is that and this is that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can't say I know a lot about serial killers.
I don't either. But I mean, like, unless you're talking about like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger,
who are not real.
Yes. Have you watched the movie The King of Staten Island?
No.
Watch it. It's on.
What can I watch that on?
Prime. And it's a Judd Apatow movie.
Oh, okay.
He produced it and wrote it with Pete Davidson from SNL. The really weird looking guy with a shit ton of tattoos.
I don't know.
Oh my God. You don't know. Okay, so
I don't really watch a lot of SNL.
But this guy's everywhere. This guy's everywhere now. He has so many great movies.
There are so many weird looking people with tons of tattoos everywhere.
Okay, well, you know what? No, not really. This is a very, very, very unique look. Anyways, so Pete Davidson wrote it with him, with Judd Apatow, but it is about Pete Davidson's life, his real life.
All right, well, I'll check it out, man.
But it stars him, Bill Burr.
Okay, Bill Burr's pretty funny.
It's not.
I've been listening to some of his podcasts with Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, but it's not really. It's a comedy, but
Two
it's a
Bears,
dark
One
comedy.
Cave is not on Spotify anymore.
It's been like that for months.
Yeah, what happened?
No, they took it off of Spotify. They don't make money on Spotify.
Oh.
So they just have it on YouTube, and they make a ton of money that way. Have you not been watching any of their live shows?
No.
You know that Tom Segura.
I have been listening to some more podcasts though. Like I've been listening to.
Do you even
Rob
know
Lowe.
what happened to Tom Segura?
No.
You have to go to his Instagram right now. Okay, so like a month ago, you know that basketball player Tristan Jass that's like touring across the United States, that's just playing on public basketball courts with people, and he's just smoking people. No?
Gotta say, I didn't know anything about that.
Okay, anyways, so Bert Kreischer, Tristan Jass, and I forget who else, but Tom Segura is there as well, and they were all playing a basketball game because they had a challenge to play each other. And
okay.
Tom went up for like a layup, and he broke his leg and his arm all in one go, and it's disgusting, man. It is so gross. Like and so Johnny Pemberton started making shirts and hats for him called Air Segura, and instead of the Jordan logo, it's him breaking his arm and leg.
That's brutal.
It's the funniest thing. It's viral now. This whole thing, they sold it so good. Like his most recent podcasts for like Your Mom's House has been him in the hospital peeing into a jug. Like
oh my God.
High as fuck. And he showed the scars and stuff, man. Oh my God. It's gross. They had to do surgery and stuff.
Yeah. That sounds awful, man. It's gonna take a while to recover from.
Like Tristan Jass, Bert Kreischer, and whoever was there, they were like, "We're never playing basketball again."
Yeah, that's time to retire.
Oh man! It's so funny. Johnny Pemberton is a hilarious guy, and I'm glad that he made the Air Segura logo.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah,
Air Segura.
I want it. I absolutely 150% want that. Like a hat.
Yeah, that'd be good on a hat. I'd be down for that.
Oh my God. I wonder what, like, I think we need a hat.
Sure. How about a flannel hat with a patch of a different colored flannel?
Yeah. Are we gonna do starting from scratch?
Oh man, I've forgotten about that.
How? I haven't.
I don't know. I don't know. Wasn't at the front of my mind, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll have to start that up at some point.
Well,
Well,
I think you and I should watch a movie then. Separately, but we should watch a movie.
when?
By Saturday.
On Saturday or by Saturday?
By Saturday. I mean, like it's separately. We don't have to watch it together.
Okay.
But
what movie are you thinking?
I do think we should still do Velociraptor.
I mean, it is a pretty hilarious movie.
And it's
on Prime, right?
It is on Prime, yeah. So it's easy to get and whatnot too.
It's not too long to watch either.
No, and I already started up our podcast page, so.
All right. Okay. Well, contact me on Saturday, and we will get this going.
Yeah. So you're good with what time? What time do you think you'd be free on Saturday?
Like any time in the evening, like after 6.
After 6?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
I'll leave work sometime around like 4 or 5 o'clock. So give me a chance to like get home and like get my shit together.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be recording earlier that day, anyways.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, that sounds like a date, Dan.
Yeah, it is a date.
I think that might be a good place to wrap this up. Everybody, go listen to our new episode of Starting from Scratch.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly.
That'll be aired sometime after this episode. Yeah. And the link will be posted with this.
Yeah, you know what? Like I started kind of summing up the episode a little bit. I mean, like today was kind of a, it was like a sad day because yesterday was kind of shitty. I feel like
absolutely.
There's kind of like a weird lull in the world, but I mean, hey, things are still cooking, and I'm glad that I like Flannel on Flannel being such a great like interview, like conversation show.
Mm-hmm. It's a fun show.
Yeah, I wish it would clear up my restless legs though.
Yeah, well, one step at a time.
Do you ever get restless legs?
Yeah, my foot's bouncing right now.
Well, I mean, like when you're going to sleep.
No, not so much.
Man, I get it like every night. Oh. Yeah.
Maybe
so
we should just break your leg.
So if anyone wants to get into contact with Tobias Moriarty, it's at Tobias Moriarty for Instagram, right?
At Moriarty Tobias.
At Moriarty Tobias for Instagram, and at Tobias Moriarty at gmail.com.
That's right.
Right. Good. And everyone knows that they can contact me at Flannel on Flannel. There's underscores in between the words. And Flannel on Flannel with Daniel at gmail.com. And I guess, yay. My armpits stink so bad.